Wouldn't even speak.
Told her, the part we in, pardon me, we in the 50s. Yeah, the 50s. The 50s. The 50s. The 50s. The 50s. The 50s. Yup, crush. The 50s.
What's good, y'all? This is Everything's Blurred, episode 50. 50. Two quarters. Two quarters. Curtis Jackson. David Robinson.
R.I.P. Virgil Abloh.
R.I.P. Virgil, R.I.P. Madden, R.I.P. Desmond Tutu.
Good, y'all.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tommy. New Year's Eve. So happy New Year's, everybody. By the time you hear this, nothing but water in the cup right now, but it's early.
I was about to say, you got that.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for you to come on, too, because you might want to get up on this. The Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Really? Just like that?
Tastes like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Say word.
Nice. On here.
And it got a little kick to it too. You know what I mean? So might want to get up on that. Made my total wine run yesterday.
Shout out to Total Wine. I know he shouted himself out, but shout yourself out again because we didn't hear you.
I'm sorry. What's going on? This is Brion here. How you been?
Evening, everybody. It's your guy Tommy. Happy New Year.
What's up, everybody? F COVID. I am the MR. SHAUN, Mr. Sean. Welcome to the Curtis Jackson episode 50. The year-end episode. You know, this is our 2021 wrap-up episode, but you know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, we gotta pay our respects to some legends and some icons and just great people. So, Tommy mentioned earlier Desmond Tutu, RP Desmond Tutu. He passed away when?
The day after Christmas, 26.
And he passed away from?
Well, he had health issues. Yeah, they didn't say from, I don't know from what, but I know he was very ill for a minute. I know he had like prostate cancer. Actually, he had prostate cancer for a long time, but he been battling that, and that was like, I want to say, maybe almost 20 years he was battling prostate cancer. So it was like, I could be
we're at that age where we got to get checked, don't we?
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
I just seen somebody else that passed. Betty White.
Oh, man.
99.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow. And her birthday was
was it earlier this month?
It was about to be next year. Wow. 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 I see it now. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow, man.
Dang,
but she was awesome, man. She was awesome. Legend, man. Wow.
Hey, I was told him that she makes 100.
Man. Just
Oh.
Rest in peace, right?
So we started from the bottom, now we're here, guys. Oh yeah. This is my part right here.
Oh man.
I don't know who that dude is, but yeah,
He was a legend for that one.
yeah, for real.
He was a legend for that.
He pulled when the wind came off. I said,
Yeah.
oh my God, dog. Oh, damn. Rest in peace, Betty White.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
99.
Oh, oh man. Rest in peace to Betty White. Rest in peace to Desmond Tutu. Rest in peace to Kangol Kid from UTFO. He passed away from wasn't he cancer as well? What was Kangol Kid?
Colon cancer, yeah.
Yeah. Man, sports fans, video game fans, John Madden. Salute to Frank Caliendo, because man, your John, he
For those who were
came
not
up with his
around
John
for the Madden era when he was still on TV calling games.
Oh my gosh, yo! When
Check
he was
Frank
on
Caliendo.
when he was on Mad TV and initially did that in person, the look, the hair, the voice was just uncanny. Like it was scary good. He's doing the circles, the boom, and hit crazy. But Madden, you know, and he's on Fox NFL Sunday doing that too. Yep. So it's like you're getting double whammies of him doing Matt. And I think and Madden was just a game. He was literally a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how 2K has come and replaced live as like that game that the hardcore like NBA gamers play. There was a 2K football too that came out.
It was.
Man, got it the fuck out of here though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they might have had like 2 or 3 years where they came out with a 2K game, and then it was like, whatever happened to that football team?
Yeah, because I had NFL 2K5. I remember that. I had it on my PS2 back in the day.
That's how long we talking about PS2 when they had the NFL 2K. We have PS5 now.
Right. You know what I mean? And Madden was like on Nintendo, wasn't he?
Madden
Nintendo
was
and Genesis.
Genesis for sure.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo and Genesis, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Super Nintendo and Genesis. Okay.
Oh
yeah.
Madden,
shout out to freaking Bodie James and Alchemist. They got a project called Super Tecmo Bowl. I was like, wow. That's crazy. And the album cover is an old like cartridge.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Man. That's an institution among gaming heads, sports heads. Like there's some cats who don't play. I don't play games, but I will play Madden. I will play 2K. You know what I mean? That's it. Some cats
do 2K.
well, you know, I can't either. But I'm just saying, like, I can't. Like at this point, I have to dedicate time to get good. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, that's what pisses me off. It's like, yo, it's just a game. Just pick up the sticks and play. Niggas was telling me, because I tried to get on the 2K train, and people was like, yo, you gotta practice. I'm like, I immediately
he was like, I've been gaming all my life.
Practice.
Whatever, man.
This is a video.
Fuck you talking about? You know what you talking to?
We talking
about practice.
Like, come on.
I only practice to beat your ass, nigga. Leave me on that.
It's like, you know, I was like, yo, this is just crazy to me. Like, you really, really, really gotta practice. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, I get it. Like the more you play it, the more you'll pick up and get better. But to actually physically practice on a game,
no,
like,
but it's right. It's like that.
No, 100%. Because I
like
actually
that.
did it, and I was like, yo, I ain't got time for this show.
It's like that.
I was like, hey, EA Sports, let me know when y'all actually want to decide to do an anniversary for a re-release for NBA Street 2. Because a lot of people want that to happen. They want EA to bring back NBA Street 2, re-release it like you did the crack, like how some people did the crashes and the spirals and all that. And if they get a good response, you bring back NBA Street. 2K has Battlegrounds. I was interested in it, but I was like, it's probably going to be a format just like 2K. I ain't fooling with it. So, you know, and I will say Live 19 got great reviews, but it was too little too late. You know what I'm saying? And they had to just shut it down. So, but 18 was good to me, and 19 I heard great things about, but didn't get a chance to play it. As far as Madden go, me personally, never really played a Madden game. Here's why. Because too many dudes that I know play it, they're like passionate about it and serious. And it just came off like if I try to play with one of them, we're gonna fight it, they will humiliate me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch football.
I'm saying you couldn't just cop it and play your own season at the crib though? Like
I thought about it, but I thought about it, but I really made the time to actually play games. I always tell people like, yo, I have the soul of a gamer. I just need the time to actually play games. But I've thought about that. I thought about like legit play Madden on the low.
Yeah.
And then people like, yo, you trying to play? You can't see see somebody talking ish, so you probably can't play. You probably ain't chum. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You might just beat me. And then when they play me, like red rum, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I forget. It's been a few years since I copped the new Madden. I think. But it's one of those things. Like as a game, if you grow up gaming and playing Madden, like it's like being a sneakerhead too. You know what I mean? Like when you out and about, you happen to be in the mall or wherever. Yeah, I'm here to shop for other people, or yeah, I'm here just to cop this real quick and go. But if I gotta walk past like a Foot Locker or a DTLR or a Champs or something,
DTLR.
Yeah, I'm gonna step on them, dip my head and see what's good, what y'all got in here. You know what I mean? There's the same thing with the GameStops.
There's a spot in the Mall of Columbia called Sneakerhead University that just opened up, and I was like, "What are you about?"
I might have to drive out there just to go check that. Specifically, just to check that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But same thing with the Maddens. Like I've only did the pre-order joint once where you be out midnight when the joint comes out.
Yeah. And I've seen a crowd for 2K like that.
Yo, it wasn't like a crazy crowd or anything, but it's definitely plenty of people. Like it's not just going to be you out there with like 2 or 3 other niggas, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's going to be some cats out there. But it'd be peace, you know, everybody just man, we just getting our game, you know what I mean?
Game and that's it.
Talking, joking, laugh, whatever.
If only it was like that for Jordans back in the day.
Right.
We wouldn't have to deal with the StockX's and the, the resellers and all that.
But the thing about the Jordans is like nobody was getting killed for Madden. Like you might get killed in Madden, like, but you wasn't going to get killed.
It was that peaceful
your copy of Madden.
where you can just first come first serve. You grab what you grabbed. You walked out in one piece.
Exactly.
It's like you had to. One point in time, it was
walked
like you
out one piece, and you didn't have to look over your.
Exactly.
Make sure nobody was trying to come catch you slipping.
Exactly. It's like to a point where it was like you want to ask the person like, "Hey, I give y'all extra $20 if y'all let me out the back door. Just let me out the back door."
I got my ride out there.
I
The
ain't seen
car's
nothing.
already
You can just,
running.
I'll
Let's...
close my eyes. You just push me to the door. Just, I don't want nobody come and get me.
Nope. Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, rest in peace to all those individuals and everyone else that we lost this year. Really means a lot, and you guys will be missed, and you know, your legacies will definitely live on through your fans and things of that nature. So, I mean,
Hey,
to them. And
Are you all right,
so
man?
Nah, still bugging the baby white man. Like, yeah,
I just think about. Wow, man. You said her birthday is
next. It'd be next month. She would have been 100.
month?
Yeah, she would have been 100.
Man. And look, I just saw that TMZ reported it like 30 minutes before I had said it to y'all. So I said, TMZ say it. That's just about. You know what I mean? And I only feel that way now because when Michael Jackson passed, I was at work and I start hearing, like, yo, I heard Michael Jackson passed. You hear that? Nah, what you? Start Googling TMZ reports. Nah, man, like, nah. They turned out to be true. So from that point forward, I was like, all right, TMZ is reporting it. Probably true when it comes to these things. Sean went to go compose himself because he was too broken up about the situation. Oh, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad you came back, man. You all right?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I heard that dead silence and I was like, somebody should have went to the next thing. So,
No.
so,
Well, it was like I didn't know how we want to do it. So we got the retrospective. So how y'all want to do this? Y'all want to music, film, TV?
before we do that, I think we kind of forgot. I wanted us to do a quick versus talk before we did that. Because
Okie dokie.
a week ago or so, maybe even 2 weeks ago, Jay-Z took to Twitter and was like, pretty much can't none of y'all see me in a versus. The end. Got 2 minutes.
Whoa.
This, that, and the third.
Okay. So Hov has been on Twitter. I guess he just wasn't on Instagram.
He don't be on social media like that.
Yeah.
Period. But when he hops on, it's for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He don't be on willy-nilly like everybody else.
He don't just be like retweeting nonsense like, oh, what y'all think about this?
No, he don't do none of that. Nah. He don't post up no memes and videos, none of that crap. He ain't got time for that. But pretty much that was his joint. That, you know, I'm probably I am paraphrasing, but you know, for the most part, that's pretty much what he said to me. And the tweet took everybody by storm and everybody's got to talking about it. And I just figured, you know, who is it true with what he said? And do you all think that this is a how can I put this? Like a tactic in a sense. Because I feel like he's doing this for a reason. I feel like he said that because he's like, okay, I'm ready to jump in this ring. What's good?
Okay. So you think he's ready to do it?
Yes.
It's got to be right, the situation. But you think
Yes.
he's willing to do it?
I think he did that he's not doing that just to, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do that tweet just to do that tweet.
True, but I figured, it's a lot
is
of people talking. People will throw his name out and all
Mhm.
that. And, so maybe it was just let me just put this out there and put to bed. I'm hearing a lot of
damn well any
chatter.
other thing with anybody else talking about Jay-Z, he would pretty much ignore it. Something like this is no different from Talib Kweli said something in 2002, and Soulja Boy reiterated this statement earlier this year, sometime last year. Rap is like the WWE. Don't come at me, Randy Orton. But what I'm trying to say is, it's a thing of, I've watched plenty of wrestling, and I've seen it where the champion, more than likely, he's a heel. That's a bad guy. And they'll be like, you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling like can't nobody see me. Definitely nobody in the back in the locker room can come see me. If you feel different, come on out. And then next thing you know, some big time baby face comes out. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So you think this is? So you think this is? I agree with you. Like, if he's on social media saying anything at all, it's for a reason, because he's just not out tweeting at all. So, but you saying you think that this is like this is just one domino in the master plan that's going to ultimately, he's going to be on the VERZUZ platform in some shape or form, is what you're saying.
As a matter of fact, if he's not going to do a VERZUZ, here's what he might. Here's another thing that might happen, but it might be a little far off. Mm-hmm. I think he might be saying that because pretty much he might be linking up with Swiss and Timberland to do a VERZUZ Super Bowl weekend. Because Super Bowl weekend is in LA. He is responsible for that halftime show, for putting that act together. So if you do a VERZUZ with that same weekend.
What if, like you said, Super Bowl weekend, he's got to deal with the NFL for entertainment for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's trying to put VERZUZ on an even bigger platform and tie that to the Super Bowl? So maybe he's not going to be on it, but he's going to get something.
But he has a hand in that.
You know what I mean? He's trying to facilitate and kind of coordinate it. So it's sort of like, it's going to bring them even more shine also, because it's the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So people who are plugged in and all in on that is going to see, like, don't miss the pregame VERZUZ between.
Yeah.
Or postgame VERZUZ,
Either or.
Or Saturday VERZUZ.
That's what I was saying, practically. Like, there's going to be a VERZUZ Super Bowl week. Like, that's Saturday. It's going to be a VERZUZ in LA, So we'll see how that goes.
Kendrick and Drake.
That would be amazing. I'm for it. I am all for that. I am all for that.
Even though people say Drake and Kanye, no, they say Drake, Kanye, and Wayne are probably the only people that you could consider
going against Jay,
going against Hov, right?
They're missing one other person.
And Nas, they'll say
and you're missing another person.
Oh, yes. I said Drake, Kendrick. No, I said Drake, Nas, Ye, Wayne.
I am spelling out this area code. Pay attention.
Who? Oh, that's what I was thinking. Before I noticed that you did that, I was thinking, yeah, okay.
No, I said it
I
best.
think M has.
You on your own shit.
I don't. Look, I think M has the name. I think he's got the. He's had the career. He's got the talent. He's got all of that to be on that stage. I don't think he has the catalog to compete with Hov. I don't think he has.
I disagree.
Not in the VERZUZ, yo. I don't think in the VERZUZ.
I disagree.
I don't think so, man.
He got joints.
He got joints, no doubt. I'm not saying that at all.
They can compete with what Jay has done. They can. They can.
I don't know, man. He got joints. He got hits.
I am whatever you say I am.
Yeah.
Till the roof comes up, till the light goes out. No one's what about. Can't shut my mouth.
I wouldn't count that one.
The personalities joint. Not personalities. They're
Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah, no. The dun 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 dun. The conscious joint. Dun 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 dun. You got that.
Yes,
lose yourself.
You're right.
You got,
lose yourself.
No love. I'm not afraid. Monster. He got joints, man. He's probably.
But see, you're naming a lot of the joints you're naming are joints that were dope tracks. But in terms of all right, let me say this. I think he can compete with Hov. I think he can compete with Hov. I think he can be on that stage. But depending on the audience. If it's so, let's say it's like Super Bowl versus, he's got a better chance. If it's just Hov and Jay, they put the verses whenever they put the verses.
Hov and Jay. That's what
Hov
we're doing.
and M, excuse me.
Jay-Z gonna be rapping in the mirror, nigga. That's right.
I mean, shit. T.I. versus Tip. They had an album. So, T.I. should do his own verses. Matter of fact, that's what he should do. You did an album doing verses like that.
That's funny.
If Super Bowl weekend, I think yes. But if it's just like on let's say a day over the summer, weekend over the summertime, and they do it, I think Jay gets it.
I still disagree. I think no matter what day, it could be, it could be February 29th.
If we're going bar for bar,
it's going down.
If we're going bar for bar, comparing bars any day of the week, but we talking about tracks and catalog. I think. I mean
that particular one that would be for like an event. I will say that. Mm-hmm. But you're saying that no matter what, depends on the day and all this or the event. Mm. It don't matter what day it is. If it's Jay-Z versus Eminem, motherfuckers is going to tune in. Don't matter how the songs hit or whatever. It could be, this show could take place in the center of the Earth's core. This shit is going to be a classic. It's going to go down, and Eminem is going to put up a good fight against Jay-Z. He has a good chance. I think Nas, if it's Jay versus Nas, that has the potential of being Jada versus Fab all over again.
But see, here's the thing. I don't see. I give Hov more credit than I would give Fab. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think Hov is paying attention. You know what I mean? He's not going to be out there, setting himself up to look crazy. Mm-hmm. Plus, I do believe the nigga could still rap. So if he wanted to just he was just feeling it and just freestyle or some shit that was hard over a beat, I think he still got that in him. You know what I mean?
Who, Jay?
I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or it might not even, it might not be actual freestyle. It might be some shit that we just never heard from him. You know what I mean? But let me pull this out the tuck for niggas, because niggas don't think I still got it. You know what I mean?
But I don't think he's concerned with that. He's proven himself. He don't need to do
but
that.
I mean, if you go and get on that stage, though, you don't want to just be like, man, fuck this, I proved myself. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know me. You know what I mean? You're not gonna hit him with the Kevin Durant. You know.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're forgetting about. Here's the thing that you're forgetting about. Well, if this is still going on where it's live and everyone is in the same joint, Jay's not that good of a performer. He's gotten better over the years, but he's not that. The only thing that might save him is if he brings some people out. He brings some people out, be cool. And I think that also.
I think I agree with you. Jay is not like the great stage show performer, right? But if you ever look at an interview and just listen to this nigga talk, you be drawn in. You know what I'm saying? You be drawn into whatever he's talking about. You know what I mean? He's a good storyteller. And so when we talk about that versus stage, right, he's not as animated as, say, a Busta Rhymes, you know. But I think he's gonna do something. But I think he understands that. He understands who he is, and he brings something to the table that's gonna still bring you in. So, for instance, he was talking about the shop. He was on the shop, and he was talking about the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah.
And he was saying, Hard Knock Life tour, you know.
I went to that at the arena.
Biggest hip hop tour of all time at the time. You know, it was him. It was Red and Meth, DMX,
Bleak.
You know what I mean?
Roll.
All nine. It was all love. So he's talking about DMX. This is not long after DMX passed when he was on.
Rest in peace to DMX.
And he's talking about, and he's like, DMX is just so, you know, he's just so unique. Such a unique person and the energy that he brought. So he said they cut the lights off and, you know, he just start growling. The crowd goes crazy, right? Crowd going crazy. Then he had this thing where he used to have like Hennessy and Alizé. You mix it together, it looked like blood. So then he run out on the stage, and you know he's runs out on the stage.
Blood on my blood.
And then he's got this drink, and it looked like he's drinking blood, and everybody's going crazy. Then you know he's doing the show, and he take the shirt off, and the girls go crazy.
That's
and then he ends the show with a prayer. And he's praying and he's like crying. And now everybody in the audience is just like crying. And he ends the show, and then they look at me and they're like, okay, now you go. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you see the episode and how he tells the story, you're so drawn in. And then he said, and it ends it like that. It's funny how we ended it. But I feel like in that versus stage, before they get into the next track or whatever, you know, you got your time to set it up and talk back and forth or whatever. And then boom, the track drops. And, you know, when people hear the music, it's going to do what it do. you know.
I see what you're saying.
So,
but they don't do that all the time. But times when they do, yeah, it can. Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like I seen.
it does hit.
Who else have I seen? Like, but I think he also understands the lane. For instance, like if you went to the On the Run tour with Beyonce, or you went to the Legends of whatever tour with Justin Timberlake, like you could tell he understands. Like I'm great at what I do. You know what I'm saying? But he understands like Beyonce was really kind of like the headliner, if you think about it. You know what I mean? So there's plenty of times where he stepped off and Beyonce was just doing her thing for a minute, you know. Same thing with Justin Timberlake. So yeah, I just think he understands like who he is, what he's great at, what his music does, and how to best present it, so that people leave a performance that he's a part of feeling like they got their money's worth. Now, because you saw it back at Hard Knock Life, which that might have been real wrong.
Tommy.
Thank you. I wanted to respond to what you was just talking about real quick, if you don't mind. When I went to the On the Run joint in 2014 at M&T Stadium, I was expecting for Beyonce to be the one to just kill it, and she did a thing, but I felt like she wasn't all the way there. Like she was performing, but she was like, I felt like it was kind of soulless how she was performing. Like she was on stage, she looked like a robot to me. It was like she had an assignment, she performed assignment, she leaves, but then Jay comes out. And when Jay came out, Jay had more energy. And he got the crowd involved and he's shouting out Baltimore here and there, boom, boom, boom. You know, he's doing his hits. And it was like he'll come out one way and then Beyonce shows up with her dances and they just dancing in, getting close, and they, you know, all this other stuff. And it was like, okay, I've respected his performance at that show. And then even a couple of years ago, prior to that, I saw him and Kanye at the arena for the, you know, Watch the Throne. And both of those guys put on a heck of a show. So I can't say that he's gotten better over the years, but I do remember he needed help. And he realized that, and he went and, you know, got the help. So he did get better. And I understand what you're saying as far as like, you know, you have certain people that will tell stories before they put a record out. You can't be too long-winded with that. You can't do that. You can't do that shop story that long.
But for real,
certain joints you can, depending on, I guess, how big that particular record is. You get what I mean? Because that might be a record where a lot of people resonated with and really loved. And so it's like people might want to know the story of that record. So once you do that, it's like, so before you perform it, you're going to intro it like that. So I get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do think overall, I mean, whoever he goes against. Now, back to my whole thing, what I was saying with like, it might be like the Fab and Jada thing. And yes, he has bigger joints. Jay has bigger joints than what Fab does. Everybody knows a Jay, more than one Jay album. Or song, excuse me. However, you know, he's a popular dude. When it comes to Nas, I feel like Nas, he has joints that they really hit right here because he paints such elaborate and crazy pictures. Even when it's not a storytelling joint, he still paints an ill picture for you to see. And when he does, when it is story time, get your popcorn ready in my Terrell Owens voice. Because he's going to take you there. Because sometimes he can grab your attention with just, if you ever heard the song, look up the song he did with Swiss Beats called Echo of Swiss Beats' last album. The nigga said, throwing piss out the window at police. And then just goes into this elaborate story how this girl Judy's ass was enormous.
Oh, that track. Okay.
He was kicking it with her. He was thinking about his mom, about her mom's. Moms was getting treated a certain way. Then she stabbed the old boy that was putting hands on. Like he went through a whole thing, and it was like you was, or at least I was engaged into the story. You know what I mean? Remember, he had another joint, Carolyn from Maryland. She lady heroin. She elegant. Like he caught me off that. Like, yo, what does he talk? Do I need to mention I gave you power? Come on. I Give You Power is one of the hardest concept tracks ever in hip hop, at least in my opinion. You know, so some of them joints might hit. Hell, even and that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just say it. You know, it might be a Nas. Jay don't want to hint at, or Jay. It would be wise for Jay if he didn't throw out one of his storytelling joints. It would not be wise for Jay to do that. Because Nas can pick any one of his joints to retaliate. Hell, he could bring out Nori and do Body in the Trunk, and it probably went for a round. But I think Nas has joints that really do resonate with people, really hit people, and he's just that creative.
Well, the thing I was gonna say about VERZUZ too, that's just so dope is you got people like yourself, me, B, people that have grown up listening to all of this music, and also seeing the artists and their careers grow and do what it did in that time. But you also got a lot of people that's being exposed to this music for the first time. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's not their first time, but it's their first time where they were like old enough and conscious to process what's being said, what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And really, feel it.
Yeah.
So, in terms of who wins or loses or whatever, it's always a subjective situation.
Yeah,
right? It's all opinion.
It's kind of, it's even like that with, sometimes it's like that with battle rap, depending.
It's most times I feel like it's like that now with battle rap. Like nobody's ever lost.
Right. And then ask these battle rappers, they're like, I'm undefeated. Cassidy's going around saying he's 500-0. No, sir.
Yeah, they always exaggerate their wins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
They always forget the blowouts they had. Like, well, he wasn't talking that shit with me. He still got him.
He talking that.
Like man, what's that dude's name?
What was that dude's name? That wasn't even me really on my shit. I just took that last second.
What was that dude's name? Not to put him on blast, but on Troy's freestyle battle. Remember he did that video in the parking lot. And he was like, he wanted to test the battle with Son in DC. And then I didn't go with you that time when they had the battle. But you said he got roasted.
It took place in DC, you said?
Yeah, the one in DC that helped you with you remember afterwards it was the guy that he wanted to do a video.
Yes,
he was challenging the battle in the parking lot, like, son, you don't want to defeat me, son, and all that. And I didn't go with you with the next one. And then you said, he got roasted bad. Like
yeah, man. Like it's.
I mean, but then even with that, it'd be that they'll get on people for them saying the wrong thing in a battle, and they'll just rock. To this day, they still get on DNA about letting the machete spray. To this damn day, it's been over 2 years. That nigga, he learned his lesson, but they still bring up the damn machete spray. Nigga, let me tell you. I said that to Trey. I told Tracy about that. At one point in time, she was like, "Don't let me make the machete spray." I said, You don't even watch battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
What that shit.
Yo.
Tracy thought she
So
was
is
gangster for a
that-
second. I
Huh?
said Tracy thought she was gangster for a second. Like, yeah, you don't want that machete straight. We got a
I
connection,
said-
boo. Ooh, look at me. I'm down.
Me and my girlfriend, literally my girlfriend, not my guy.
She said, "Pop, brown
So,
sugar." It was like brown sugar for a minute.
somebody was saying like, "Yo, you know them Dalmatian niggas from Brown Sugar? They probably would have had a hit on their hands now."
Yeah. No
You
doubt.
look at the PSs out now, bro. They
They would or it might not have been a hit, but it would have been popping to somebody.
Listen,
And they would have been making some money.
Son, let me tell you, you got two white boys out here right now with Kodak Black hairdos talking about some, I'm an island boy. And they're trending and they're all over the place. They do the cameos, they make mad money off cameo. They have no rhythm singing. They don't even know how to snap. These niggas, I'm an island boy. Something, 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 something. So I'm just an island boy. Something, something, something. Like their snaps are just off. You know how when we snap, it's doom, 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 snap, doom, 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 doom. There was island boy. Something, 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 something. I'm an island boy. Something, 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 something.
Yo,
island
I know you're making
like,
fun of, but you get on my damn nerves right now. So it's like,
that's what they sound.
bro,
See,
I don't
it's
know
working.
them dudes. I
It's
don't know what
working.
you're talking about. It's like, yo, you said it so repeatedly, like, yo, like,
That's how they sound, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, just listening to you now the time, like, yo, I'm one to beat the, I can't shut the hell up, man.
So it's like you know, I've like I said, you know, I've seen certain battle rappers say certain things, and people just just get on them for the dumbness of this. Like, what's my man Ill Will? He meant to say, "Finger fucking the Nina," till it's something something, but instead he said, "Finger fucking the."
Oh no.
And the whole crowd said, "Bars, bars, bars."
Oh,
and he kept it up.
no.
No, yo, I ain't say that. I ain't say. He did. Go back. He did say it. He said it by mistake. He didn't mean to say, but
I know, of course, but you could have just repeated that. Hold on. Let me run that back.
He was like,
No, please let me run it back. Like, remember that thing in the group chat with Twitter? I was like, I forgot, was it Duck?
Yeah,
Duck something.
Crispy Duck. Yeah,
Crispy
yeah.
Duck. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I was making extra careful not to make that typo. Because that was going to be one that was going to live on forever. AB, you want some Crispy D?
No, let me tell you. So when we was in college, they did Midnight Madness. He knows what I'm about to bring up. And it's my homeboy, homie of ours. And he was doing the little 3-point shootout against somebody, right? And he must have knew the announcer. And he was like, yeah, tell him my name, but my nickname's gonna be Deep Threat. The announcer was like, next up is so-and-so, and then it's this guy named Deep Throat on the mic in the gym, loud as fuck.
He was pissed.
People is at the joint. That nigga said, Deep Throat? My man looked at him like, yo.
No, he was like lay him out, like, yo. Yeah. Shout out to I ain't gonna put his name out, but yeah, shout out to D.
Yeah, shout out. We know who you is, yo. Shout out to you. We know what
time.
What's
DJ?
To
What's
the
up,
deep
DJ?
Threats.
DJ.
Threats.
I was like, dang, he had to do my man like that, yo. Not my dog. And then I just saw a video today of early day. It was like a high school kind of game or whatever. They was playing ball, hooping, and the guy that had the ball, he was the guy that was guarding him. He had on like a black shirt. He had on gray sweatpants, the camera kind of zoomed in, was kind of close on the on the action with his sweatpants. So the guy with the great sweatpants, he swiped the ball out. He was trying to grab the ball, whatever. The ball went out of bounds. So the announcer's like, "Oh, that's some good D." And when he said it, it was right when the camera was like real close on the guy's sweatpants. The whole gym was like, pause.
That's funny.
It was great.
Just like Dwight Howard, that time he got interviewed when he was playing for the Atlanta Hawks. And he was like, yeah. He's like, the girl was interviewing him. He was like, yeah, at the game. He's like, yeah, we played good tonight. The D was good. Like, we played good D out there. Like, yeah. Dennis Schroeder was behind him. He was like, looking at him like, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, we played some good D. It was like, yeah.
I don't know. From what I hear about Dwight Howard, he might have been saying that on purpose to the girl.
That's
trying to make her head go somewhere,
like, yeah, I play good. I mean, we play good team. Because you can't say that to no dude. If Dennis 3D Scott is there, I'll play some good. No. The defense, we saying the whole word. The defense was immaculate.
You can't be like, hey, Dwight, your D was good tonight. How did you feel about it? Like,
you know what I'm saying? You're right. I would have been
he
like,
might fuck around and mess with you. Like, he'll fuck with you and be like, well, actually, tell me how much you liked it. What exactly did you like about it?
See, that's when you get hit with that conceited meme.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna mention one more name and then we'll move on. I know B had mentioned he wouldn't mind if Buster was his opponent.
Jay?
And
was Jay's opponent?
Yeah. Buster versus Jay.
Okay.
B, would you like to, say why?
Well, we missing a few ideas, but it was like, well, I'm gonna mention the opponent I think for Jay first. Okay. But I said Buster. But I mean, everybody wants Jay and Nas too, but
yeah,
that can be cool too.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to see actually would be interesting? If it was let's say it was a Jay-Z versus, and the versus
just bring out kind of like the D'Angelo one,
different cats, and they'll do their track, whatever track or tracks, however they set it up, and then he does whatever his, response would be. So it's almost kind of like it's not really, I guess it start out in, if you know who you going to be bringing out and you know what their catalog is, then you know how your stuff can stack up or how you want to present it. But yeah, maybe something like that. You can bring out the cats, like you can bring out a Nas, you can bring out a Buster, you can bring out Mary J just to sing the hook on some of your joints, and it'll be a whole celebration of hip hop again. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be fun regardless, like whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay or Buster or Jay or Nas, they were respected by others. Yeah. So like, yeah, they're gonna be like, we work with you, Jay. Yeah, we work with you, Nas.
Yeah, but what made you say Buster? What made you think Buster would be a good opponent for him?
Just because I ain't gonna say no names, but I'll say it. T.I., punked out, and
he did.
And a couple of people punked out for Buster. So it was like, everybody was like,
side note, T.I. looks weird with hair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
T.I. looks weird with hair.
It's
he looks like a whole different person.
A whole different person, right? Completely different person. But whatever. But actually, you know how Fat Joe and Ja Rule did their verses, and it felt like
they're trying to get on Fat Joe because it's a spray beard. I'm like, leave that man alone.
Well, I was gonna say
yesterday's beard is not today's beard. You know.
Well, speaking of the Fat Joe Ja Rule verses, right? I think Fat Joe might have said this. He was like, nobody wanted it with Ja Rule. Because he had a run. And we want to say Fat Joe has had joints. You know what I mean? We know the Fat Joe got joints.
He got joints, but he never had a run.
But Ja had a run. But he still stepped up to that stage against Ja. And I'm not going to say it's the same with Busta if he would have stepped up and if it was a Jay versus Busta situation. Because I think Busta had more hits.
And Busta had a run.
No. And Busta had a run too. But that would actually be an interesting. You know what would make that versus that much more interesting is because of who Busta is as a performer.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much. That's why he would give Jay a run for his money because he's going to perform the hell out of them joints. And Busta can bring out some people.
Busta can bring out some people. Busta's got a little comical, whatever, when he can talk his shit or whatever before he gets into the performance. So, yeah. And, obviously they know each other. I don't know, how much they fuck with each other, but they know each other.
Before, and they're coming on the come up.
Yes.
They've battled.
We talking like, I don't know how many, like 2, maybe 3 decades ago. But I think
was in elementary school.
You know what I mean? I feel like it would be respect between both. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
oh yeah.
And I think it'd be a good. Yeah, I watched that. I would like that.
Yeah, oh 100%. I would like that. Yeah.
I would like that better than a JM. To be honest with you.
Sam Jones, he used to play for the Celtics.
What happened? He passed too?
Yeah.
Damn.
88.
Episode, the title of this pod is going to be called Who Passed Now?
Come on, bro.
It's like, sheesh.
Is that your chair?
Yes, that's my chair.
Okay. It's giving an awkward time.
Hey, is it getting crazy? Like, y'all, I didn't know if y'all was able to hear it.
I heard it. It just came in an awkward time. And it was like solid. All you heard like, and I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, okay.
So what y'all want to do?
Say, excuse me, niggas. Damn. Nasty ass.
Niggas have no manners. So we wrapping up the versus talk?
We can wrap it up. Not unless you wanna explain why you think Lil Wayne might be a better opponent for him. Because we know you love your Wayne.
Well, did I say
I'm a lot, baby?
I think Wayne is a lot of people's, depending on like your generation, like it's a lot of people that's like 27 to 29 right now. Let's say 27 to 30 right now that say Wayne is the GOAT. You know what I mean?
There's people older than that think this nigga, there's people our age that think that he's the GOAT.
Right. Okay. I was good,
You're trying to be modest,
but you're right. But you're right. But you're right on that. So I think it would be good. I think more people would be invested in terms of feeling like, I think such and such is going to get it. I think such and such is going to get it. You know what I mean? And I think I think people would just be that much more invested in it because you got Jay, who a lot of people argue as the GOAT, and you got Wayne, who a lot of people argue as the GOAT. And then you got, obviously, you got other people that's coming behind them that's still on the come up. And in some respects, some are throwing out the GOAT for those gentlemen as well. Some of those gentlemen as well for the work that they're doing. But I think for the VERZUZ platform, if you're gonna have Jay on there going against anybody, I think Wayne would be a good one. Now, here's the drawback of going against Wayne, though. For Wayne, not for Hov, but for Wayne.
I was about to say.
You can tell if you listen to Wayne over his career, you can tell heavy Jay-Z influence.
It's MJ versus Kobe. If this happens, it's MJ versus Kobe. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's kind of like, I'm not saying that Wayne bit Jay completely through his entire career, but there were points in his career where he's clearly trying to rap like Jay-Z. And, it's kind of like, all right. You're not battling your current rap ability. You're battling your catalog, so to speak. You know what I mean? The battle versus the catalog. So it's not like when you say MJ versus Kobe, they actually could play against each other on the court and see, all right, who's the best right now. But when the VERZUZ platform is it's not even who's the best, it's just who you got. And pick your 20, put your 20 in my 20, boom, we do our thing, and let the fans decide, let people have a good time, whatever. So that's the only drawback, I think, in terms of for Wayne battling Jay from Wayne's perspective. But outside of that, I think either one would be great, though, actually, Wayne or Busta versus Jay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm leaning now that we've been talking about it, I'm kind of leaning a little more towards Busta versus Jay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
if it went Jay versus Wayne, I think you would see a lot of A-list cameos. Not cameos, but guest appearances come out for each individual, for each performer. So that's why people would probably want to see that a little bit more, because it, and Wayne's not a bad performer from what I've seen clips of, and I'm familiar with, his joints or whatever, and he got some joints that I do like. You know what I mean? But I feel like Jay has a heavier presence. I think I think Jay would still prevail. I think it'll still be a good joint regardless, but I can kind of see Jay kind of squeaking that one out. He's going to walk at that battle clean. You know what I'm saying? Wayne might have a little, some bruises. He might have, black eye, something like that. But
I have one of the locks ripped out.
So but it's all good. We can see how that goes. But we'll see what happens later on in the year with that. Let's go ahead and get right into the our year-end wrap-up situations. I guess we'll go ahead and do
you know what? Real quick, before you and this is actually on the year-end wrap-up tip. What's my man name who decided to just start doing the year-end wrap-up where he started rapping about everything that happened in the year?
Uncle Murder.
Uncle Murder?
Uncle Murder.
Skills versus Uncle Murder year-end wrap-up.
Well, they actually did battle. They had bars for each other.
How long ago was that?
That was a couple years ago when he first did it. When
When he first did
Uncle
it,
Murder
and
first did it,
Yeah.
Skills heard about it, and they both had balls for each other. And they did diss tracks. And I thought it was kind of dumb. I thought it was the dumbest shit. I thought it was so fucking dumb. Like, that was right up there with the LL Cannabis. We got some good bars out of that, but the reason for that was
stupid.
Dumb. It's the male ego. Sometimes you gotta let that shit go.
That's like that about all of them, the beefs. Sometimes it's just silly, stupid jealousy.
Yeah.
He say, she say.
Let's just put it up on social media then. They don't need to have an actual real verses behind it, but just boom, boom.
If you want to keep it real,
had the better wrap up for 2020.
If you want to keep it real, Wale at one point in time had beef with Smoke DZA because Wale was the wrestler rapper, but then Smoke DZA comes out and every WrestleMania Smoke DZA puts out a little EP that's wrestling, has like a wrestling concept, and Wale called feelings like, yo, why you gonna do that? Everybody know I'm the wrestler rapper. Why you going? And it's like, shut up. You're talented. You're great. And I understand why you feel like you should be in that conversation as one of the greats. But this whole thing, shut the fuck up. A lot of people could be in this wrestling space. Action Bronson is in this wrestling space. We all know how West. I guarantee if you watch Day One tomorrow on Peacock, you will see West Side Gun at ringside. You know what I'm saying? Close to the ring. Because the past couple of years you've seen him WrestleMania, Royal, whatever. When Big E won the belt, he cashed in his Money in the Bank joint to win the belt. After he won it, he got where he saw where another celebrity dude was, some random, and West Side Gun, and when it was over with, he held the belt, and it was all like this, going like this, pointing at the belt and all that. Was celebrating with Big E. So West Side Gun do be in the building. So it's like, yo, come on, you know what I mean? Like that don't.
You can't have, you know, the corner. You can't like use the only nigga who was fucking with wrestling. Like if WWE was like, let's say WWE had came out recently, like AEW, and was on the come up, and you was there from the jump, and you've been supporting from the jump, you know what I mean? Okay. But like, yo, wrestling been around for before we was here. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, yo, like niggas fuck with wrestling. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly. And then you got a bunch of, and think about the rappers that don't rap about it, that watch it. Pastor Troy will walk around Atlanta with a whole WWE belt, heavyweight championship belt. We saw it at A3C.
Before you had an album.
Rapping with that belt. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back when you was rapping about Nike boots, nigga. All right. So no disrespect to the Nike boots or you, but come on, man. Come on.
Crazy.
So
I never had no Nike boots, by the way. Like
I never had.
I feel like I might have. No,
I got one.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I need to get a new pair though.
Well, for real. I gotta. Well, I have to preference this. I have a pair of manly Uggs that are dope. This ain't the song.
So what y'all want to do next?
I don't know.
Hold up. Are you going to grab the Uggs now?
If I see some glitter in them joints, I swear they're good.
This nigga's going to grab the Uggs now. I bet you he is.
I don't see no. If I see glitter in them joints, new stuff. New stuff.
You want to brush the glitter off the Uggs?
These
I
are
know.
manly updates.
He went to go
Bitch ass
kill.
niggas. Couple of fucking looking poops. Okay.
What did back say?
Does that say
Oh,
vibranium?
vibranium. Just say it's vibranium because it's all black. It's Wakanda.
Exactly. Vibranium. Yep.
Got the
We jump higher.
vibranium, the Wakanda edition.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they like fantasies that
Tom
let
Brady
me
went to
know.
Wakanda and was like, I need some of that. I need some
All
of
the
that in my
stars
ox.
close.
And when he bought him, he kissed his 11-year-old on the lips. 11-year-old son on the lips. He was like, I want a pair of daddy. Well, what's in it for me? That creepy shit. That was so creepy when he said that. And he was like, a peck? What is that? And then he had to come back and I was like, ah. But hey, what's worse? What's the worst situation? That or Birdman and Wayne?
Still.
Yeah.
Because
Birdman
Bird and Wayne, we all know damn well what he's your father figure, not your actual father. And y'all two grown ass men kissing on the lips. Stop it. Stop it. Knock it off. Y'all gotta relax.
So 2021 retrospective favorites, music, film, TV. So I guess let me own this. I had a little misunderstanding of how we were going to do this. So I don't have a complete list. I don't have a complete list, but a lot of the stuff that I'd be into doesn't necessarily fall into the blurred sphere. So I was going to run down some things that I checked out and a ramping up of my blurreddom with respect to things that I'm into. So first couple things. Shout out to Disney Plus for making this happen and putting it all together in one single place where I could go for all of it. WandaVision. Loved it. Started off a little different. Didn't know what the heck was going on. Had to go back and check out some of the movies to make sure I was like interpreting this stuff properly. Shout out to the Legends, also the Legends series on on Disney Plus to put it all together for me, so I didn't have to do a whole search and start watching like 2+ hour movies all over again. But dope how they set the whole thing up, dope how it played out, dope cinematography. Same with Falcon and Winter Soldier and the Hawkeye series, which recently ended for Christmas. So definitely got me interested into more of the MCU and things that are coming down the line with future film. I know Spider-Man is out right now and everybody has said great things about it. I have yet to see it yet, but it's going to happen. My Fire Stick failed me when I actually went to try to find it.
You ain't
But that's
gonna find
another
this shit,
thing.
Nick. Like you ain't gonna find this shit.
I'm right.
Everybody's
They might as well
looking for
said
this
that.
Everybody looking for this joint, nigga. You ain't gonna find it.
Yeah.
Take your ass to the movie.
I should. That's how I felt, man. That's
what they say.
Looking for
Take
this
your
shit.
ass.
It was like, we ain't powered in nothing. We ain't bootlegging that shit.
We can play,
We
and then
spending
I
our
see
money.
like all kind of
You
like
better not go to the
Chinese-
black market.
all kind of like Chinese, Japanese symbols and shit. And I was like, oh no, nigga, this ain't it. Hit the number joint, said Amazon Originals. Nah, nigga, this ain't it. Like, damn, why can't I get this goddamn Spider-Man on the Fire Stick?
Take your ass.
This shit opened up and was like Shaw Brothers Presents. Wait, what? Shaw Brothers?
Yeah.
What is them?
Hold on. And then the last joint, the last time I did it, I was like,
So a B-side
had
media
the,
arts film.
had the big red insert.
How you act on us, man?
What the fuck? Yeah, not for real. You should have warned me, Tommy. I would have been rich. Damn it.
Yo, if that would have happened, I'd have been so fucking pissed at bro. Like,
Hey,
go
dude.
that's how they know.
No,
First of
I'd
all,
have
I
been
wanna-
happy. I'd have been like, oh shit.
No, I wanna
it.
beat the shit out of the prick.
We
I
could at least
download
been
my shit.
extras.
He download my YouTube.
I'd have
video,
ducked.
make
Oh,
money
no.
off the shit.
Watch out,
Like,
I'd have been
download my
camera.
YouTube videos. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be pissed if I get 1 million hits. Like, bro, I can't even get that on YouTube.
I won't be a teacher at the school. All right, settle down. Just, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
You know what I'm saying? Being a
Yeah,
hallway
man,
class.
yes. So, all that to say, great. Good shit. Good shit by Disney this year. With everything that they put together with Disney Plus, all the Marvel series that's kind of setting up, you know, the next phase of the films that are coming out. Watched a couple Star Wars joints this year. You know what I'm saying? It's the first two in the series as far as how they came out in the movies, not necessarily the chronology of the movies and the stories that's happening. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm seeing why you got so much Star Wars fandom over 4 or 5 decades now. There are more films coming out. And something we didn't really get into this at all this year, but I think they're coming out with another season next year. Stranger Things, you know, watched the first season, watched a couple episodes of the second season, got away from it, came back, binged everything this year, and looking forward to season 4 coming next year. And The Witcher. Got up on season 1 a few months ago. Was dope. Found out that season 2 was coming, and a couple months later after that, got up on that. That was dope. I'm thinking it could be the Netflix Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? Like the series that everybody is just on after a certain amount of time. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw Red Notice in there too. That has nothing to do with blurred shit at all, but found it to be entertaining.
What are we talking about? I mean, you got.
But we did talk about it. We talked about it, yeah.
Red Notice.
Red
Notice.
Red Notice.
Oh yeah, go.
But I was saying it had nothing to do with Blur. What are you talking about? It got Wonder Woman, Deadpool, and Black Adam. So you know.
Well,
Slash The Rock.
It's got
Well, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to put it.
Actors. Yeah, it's got the actors that play these characters, but
But
they're,
still,
you know.
they're gonna watch because of
Because of the people who's in it.
All right, bet. Well, cool then. And I think that's everything that comes to mind right now.
All right.
So who wants to step up to the plate next?
Next up,
I believe that's me.
bastard, get on the mic.
Shout out to Lady Luck, EPMD, and Meth and Red. It's gonna look like I'm freezing, but I had to go through my I had to go through my phone. So if I look stuck, that's why. So my list consists of like shows, movies, and animes as well. So my list, the Disney shows that Tommy mentioned: WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, the show Harlem with Megan Good, Super Crooks, which is an anime, Baki Hanma, which is an anime. High Rise Invasion, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, the Spider-Man joint that came out, Demon Slayer, Mugen Train. This is a anime. This a movie. My Hero Academia, World Heroes Mission, The Harder They Fall, Red Notice, Free Guy, Vacation Friends. This is a movie with John Cena and Lil Rel. The Suicide Squad, Bruised, Invincible, Them, High on the Hog, Night Stalker, Malcolm and Marie, and the doc about Mary J. Blige's album, My Life.
Yeah. How was
So,
Bruised, by the way?
Really good. Really good. It's breaking news on the news that Betty White died. Wow. That shows you the impact that she had on this world.
Crazy. Shout out to her. I remember, I don't know if you heard the story, but she had a short-lived TV show, her own show. I forgot what channel. It was like back in the day. It was like back in like the 60s or the 50s.
Oh, okay.
And she it was like a variety show. And she had a black entertainer. I forgot the name. It was like he was like a tap dancer. And the network didn't want to put him in it. And then Betty White fought for it. She gave him like, I want to say like, I don't know how many minutes, how much time. And then, gave him a chance to, showcase his stuff on the TV. After that, the show got canceled. Well, they cut the show. Sorry.
Trifling, man.
But she was a strong advocate for like, well, she was into everything. She was in like animal rights. I remember she did say something about Black Lives Matter. I just don't know the whole what she said, but yeah, she was definitely for it. But yeah, rest in peace again. Crazy. But all right. So yeah, you said are we just doing TV and film right now? So it's like yes. Yeah. All right. So the TV part, I didn't make a post, but I'll definitely say like the stuff that one of my favorites. Of course, the whole Marvel, everything they put out on Disney Plus from WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier. What If was cool. I mean, it was all right. It was some.
I meant to add What If. I enjoyed What If.
It was cool.
I feel like What If to me was Marvel's version of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. It was.
So that's why I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was just that the part that hurts was definitely because Chadwick Boseman. That was the last time you heard him. But also too, it was crazy. Like the Star-Lord one, he was like his voice was very lively and all that. But the last three that he was in, you can hear it in his voice how weak he was, that he was dying and all that. It was definitely sad to just to hear it. And then like so like Hawkeye, that was cool. But let me see other TV shows that I thought was dope. That I enjoyed this year. The Wu-Tang season 2.
The Wu-Tang show.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang that was just a great season 2.
Yeah,
looking forward to see how season 3 goes. Only Murders in the Building. That joint was good with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Oh, my mom was watching that. I think she got finished that.
Yeah, Selena Gomez. That was really good. A good show. I'm into the detective mystery whodunits and all that. So it was nice to see. Also too that Steve Martin and Martin Short, they still got it with the comedy. Legends. Yeah, legends definitely. What else that I enjoyed? Wow. I didn't finish watching Invincible. I did watch like a couple of episodes and stuff I saw. I did enjoy. Lupin, part 1 and 2, that was dope.
Lupin was good.
Yes, Lupin.
Lupin was good. Yeah.
That was my good. What else was so good? I enjoyed the 1 Year's reboot. I was questioning about that at first, but I'm enjoying it. It's definitely like how they, the fresh take they're doing with that, and it kind of still has that Everybody Hates Chris type of vibe, but it's like still like real wholehearted. Definitely I enjoyed the cast and everything. But it's like, yeah. I will tell you a show that's gonna be dope. They showed the first pilot, Abbott Elementary. Quinta Brunson, who was in the Black Lady sketch show, she got her own show. It's like it's on ABC, so it's like Parks and Recreation in The Office, but it's like dealing with a Philadelphia elementary school. She's a teacher, and the principal is just ignorant and don't care about the students. All she cares about herself and all that. And it's like it's gonna be a very funny show. They showed the first episode a couple weeks ago, but it's gonna premiere again this coming week. And it's got Tyler James Williams of Everybody Hates Chris. He's in it. Sheryl Lee Ralph, the beautiful Sheryl Lee. She's still
yes, she's amazing. She looks amazing still.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, they got a nice little cast there too. So check that out. But trying to think what other shows that I was into.
And that's called what again?
Abbott Elementary.
On ABC?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Trying to think what other shows that I was watching that was
so it's already out, right?
Yeah, they showed the pilot a couple weeks ago, but it's gonna premiere again this week coming up, the first week of the year. I forgot what day. I think Tuesday. Yeah. But The Equalizer was cool. Queen Latifah.
Hey, yeah, that's a joint I rock with too. Actually, I didn't include that.
Mm-hmm. And I have not seen. I'm so sorry. I'm late on the Squid Game, even though I kind of know what happened. But yeah, someone just.
That's true. The Squid Game phenomenon was kind of
Squid Game was crazy.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Squid Game, but just that story about that show.
Mm-hmm.
As far as it's taking 10 years and all, that's crazy.
Inspiration.
Yeah. I remember Kev on stage kind of made like a parody type of sermon to it about that, about waiting and being blessed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I thought it was dope. Squid Game was really, really good. Yeah, I'm wondering how season 2 is going to shape up for that. But luckily, we ain't got to wait a whole 10 years for another season. That'd be crazy.
Well, wait. So what's the story behind that? Like, why did it take so long? Was it just the funding and everything that really do it the way they wanted to? Or?
No, he just got rejected like a few times. Like a lot of studios rejected his the idea of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now they probably throwing all the money at him. Make something else.
They'll probably come like, hey man, remember us? Yeah, man, look. We got an idea, right? I'm gonna get this money. He probably look, Netflix is treating me real good.
Click.
That was good.
Word. Cool.
But the films,
wait. Did you? And one thing, I'm sorry to cut you off. I didn't mention the Godfather of Harlem in my joints too, because that, again, it didn't feel like it was a blurred thing, but if we throwing it out there, Godfather of Harlem, Snowfall.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. But since you mentioned the movies, definitely gotta mention that. So of course the Spider-Man, that was One Night in Miami, even though it was in selected theaters
That was
Christmas.
That was last year.
Yeah, I mean, even though it was in selected theaters that Christmas, but it was like everybody actually saw it on Amazon Martin Luther King Day. Judas and the Black Messiah.
This year.
The Harder They Fall. And Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, Summer of Soul, that Questlove documentary, that was dope. Free Guy, that was funny. That was good too.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad. I got Don't Look Up. Also Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba and Caleb. That was good from Strange Things.
Mm-hmm.
Also a movie I just saw recently, Passing with Tessa Thompson and your girl Ruth Negga. Hey, y'all laughing. So yeah, that's her name, man. She's a good actress. She's real pretty too. So like, yeah, that was a good movie. It was about the light-skinned girls, how they pass on to be white women, and it was like back in the 40s. That was good. Shang-Chi, The Legend of Ten Rings, and also Kevin Hart's Fatherhood. That was on Netflix. That was
I didn't see that. That was
I didn't see that. I didn't get a chance to see the True Story one with him and Wesley, but
I saw the first episode, and then I'll be honest, like I couldn't. The end of the first episode, I was like, all right, man. Really?
mm-hmm.
And then after that, I didn't go back to it. But I'll probably go back to it and check it out. Just to get through it, give it a shot.
Right.
But
definitely I thought Black Widow, it was cool. It was all right. It was a couple of questions I wanted, like, who's the black dude that she was like, helping her out? Like, who was he part of the Shield?
It was like Q on the Bond film.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't talk more about him.
Like a whole plane.
Yeah, for real. And I was like, I was like, that's what I was thinking. Are you trying to holler at Natasha for real? Like, you doing a lot, bro. Like, for real. And she just like,
got you a whole plane, weapons, all
what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
Got you passports, like, and he like
got you set up out in the cut in the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah. And he's like, come on, girl, all this, this means. Yeah. So, and also too, I was like, and also too, I remember we talked about this before. I remember you say you wanted more of the training, the insta with the
widow training. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the widow training. I wanted more of that too. I didn't, and also too, I wasn't familiar with Tess.
Did you ever see the movie Red Sparrow?
No.
With Jennifer Lawrence, where she was
that's the one. That's the one you talking about, Sean. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
She was like a spy, right?
Yeah,
that's the kids that was training to be spies or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
that's the name of the movie you talking about.
She was like a dancer, I think, or a skater or something. But she had like family ties, and that's how she ended up getting put into that program or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to see more of from the Black Widow movie. I wanted to see how she got more into the widow training and what all that entailed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also too, I did enjoy, Coach Helena, and also too the fake parents, Ray Guardian, and I forgot Rachel Weisz characters. That was cool. But yeah, it was just like, I was telling you was out. I was saying the black dude, like, he did all this. Like, who was he? Like, for real, he did all this trying to like, I'm trying to holler at you, Natasha. I give you the plane, I give you this in the cut house, you know what I'm saying, in the low, and I ain't getting no pistol.
He was like, it was like that After Seven song. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars,
and a plane, bitch.
I'll give you some guns.
And even more.
And yo,
Wow.
can the title be Vibranium Boots?
Oh, that's funny, man.
But Eternals, I didn't. I mean, it was cool.
Man, that's another
It,
joint I
like,
can check. Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. It was just like the length of it. It was like the long. It was like it shouldn't have been that long for a debut superhero. It was like some stuff should have got cut in the middle. I'm like, eh. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. The what's called that love story was getting on my nerves with the two superheroes. Like, yo, even though we knew what happened, Eternals. Yeah. So like they was getting on my he was getting on my nerves though. Like, bro, you doing all this and you like, okay. like all right.
So what's the plan for them? Is it just gonna be Eternals and then they're gonna have individual projects for each character? Is it gonna be like Eternals 2? Is it gonna be
I think it's gonna be an Eternals 2 and like
more than likely there'll be a sequel, but if they do another big superhero mashup thing, they may be included, especially since they're getting into the whole multiverse. It seems like they're trying to get real sci-fi.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of the Eternals might show up in the next Guardian of the Galaxy kind of thing. Maybe. You know, somebody might pop up with that. I don't know. You know how they're going to go with it. It's going to be interesting what they do with that. You know what I'm saying? They might have a hand in Secret Invasion. You never know. You know where they might pop up.
A lot they can do with them, but yeah, they're trying to make sure because that right now that was like the weakest. Well, it was like it got bad reviews and it was the weakest box office for Marvel. Eternals. So yeah,
and I actually think that movie, and I actually think Eternals is better than a couple of MCU joints. Like I think it's better than Ant-Man and Wasp. I don't know if I would. I might watch that again over Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was kind of like whatever with me. I could take it or leave it. I don't know if the Ed Norton Hulk movie was considered MCU or not.
Yeah, I mean it is. This is you know.
Okay.
It was because it was like the first. It was part of yeah, it was a Marvel.
Is it on Disney Plus?
I think so.
Don't be checking for that.
I'm just saying.
Damn. Why'd you have to say that, dog?
Let me check it for that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Wow.
I'm gonna make a fuck about Ed Norton. It's all about the yo.
Oh no. We can't disrespect Ed Norton. He hometown.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? We can't disrespect that.
I was just checking the Bourne
Legacy,
where he was in another one of them joints too, I feel like. But yeah, he was about it, like. And when you see, like, I remember when they show like Ed Norton's character just out running for a jog with like a hoodie and like, you know, one of them old ass like beat up lacrosse hats that, you know, white boys used to wear back in the day, pouring down rain and just out.
Where like the rim be kind of messed up.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, the joint be all cut
exposed,
like that.
A little fabric be out. Yeah.
Running in one of them joints in the pouring down rain, you know what I mean? And they pull up on them and like, yo, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'll be like, dang, man, I don't know nobody that disciplined. He's like, well, it's pouring down raining. Gotta get this work in. Maybe that's why I'm not in the NFL right now. I never played football, so that's why I'm not in the NFL right now. But
that would play a part if you actually played the sport. that would help just a little bit,
A little bit.
Just spitballing here,
You play football? Yeah. Oh, what
On
position you
Madden.
play? I play Madden. Yeah, I play Madden.
Yeah, that's
the only football
like close thing. That's like close thing you'll say. Yeah, Madden.
Where you play at? Where you play at? All Madden. So
you're done with the list, B? With your movies?
I did all my movies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna get into the music. All right. I did two different. I got a list for the rap and a list for the R&B. So let's see. I'll go with my smaller list, which is the R&B list. Starting off with Homegrown by Van Jess. Still Over It by Summer Walker. Temporary Highs in the Violet Sky, Snow Allegra. Mother by Cleo Soul. If Orange Was a Place by Tim's. New Light and 1-800 Hit Easy by Eric Bellinger. Back of My Mind by Her. Table for Two, Lucky Day. An Evening with Silk Sonic. And Then Life Was Beautiful by Nao or Now, N-A-N-A-O. And Ready Is Always Too Late by the lovely Shanae Harnett. Now, with rap, certain people or certain labels will put out a bunch of joints and they all were fire. So I wouldn't write down the whole thing. I would just say everything this person. So starting off, Griselda Everything. Because they put out joints practically every month, seemed like it. So when I say Griselda Everything, I'm talking both sides of Hitler Wears Hermes 8, Conway joint, La Machina, Bodie James joint, Bo Jackson, Super Tecmo Bo, the Flea Lord. Flea Lord put out a couple joints, list goes on with them. El Camino, list goes on with them. Of course, Benny the Butcher. Your old Droog, everything. He put about 3-4 projects this year. They all were fire. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Culture 3 by Migos. King's Disease 2 and Magic by Nas and Hit Boy. I know a lot of people said that CLB wasn't Drake's best work, but I enjoyed it. Gangsta's Pain by Moneybagg Yo. Maverick Hunters by Novelist and Mega Ran. Live 95 by Mega Ran. Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator. The Off Season by J. Cole. Computers for the Hood by Intel, who's the if we all know who U-God is, that is his son. He had put out another project this year, but I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet. Currency Everything. Y'all know how you get down, man. This is Luke. He has a project called All Gold Everything. Stolly and Apollo Brown put out a joint called Black Light. Conway's has an artist on his label Drum Work by the name of Jay Skis. Super dope, super cool brother. Put out a project called The Revolver Ocelot, named after a character from what's the joint? Metal Gear Solid. Super What by Starface and MF Doom. Doom, rest in peace. Use For Yourself by IDK. Grams by Jay Grams, who's an artist of Smoke DZA, and he's a Baltimore native. And I got All the Brilliant Things by Sky Zoo, and Belly put out a joint that was pretty dope as well. I can't think of the name off the top. And I know listening to B's list, I'm gonna be like, oh, I forgot all about that one. But yeah, that's all I can think of and go back and check, because so much has dropped this. The way music comes out, man, you can hardly keep up with it. I know Blue put out a project too this year that was good, and so did Mickey Fax. So, I want to shout those brothers out. They put out some good joints too. And yeah, that was my list. Some stuff I meant to go back and check out again. But sometimes that first listen don't always do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. That's it for me.
Tama.
Do you want it on your rice and gravy? So I was rocking that Jill Scott. I'm gonna throw that on my list for 2020. No. You know what? I listen to the King's Disease 2, Magic, Donda, CLB, Hitler Wears Hermes, Side A, and Silk Sonic.
Oh, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I also meant to say Ransom everything. Ransom put out 3 projects, I want to say, this year. Oh, when I said Griselda everything, I also meant the soundtrack to your favorite movie of the year, Conflicted.
So the soundtrack was dope, though.
Better than the movie.
The movie that was not. I am not conflicted at all about that. It was trash. You know what I mean? But shout out to them brothers for enterprising and branching out. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
My God.
I mean, Westside Gun got a whole art gallery thing going on out in Buffalo.
Even the way that joint ended, now that I think about it,
was dumb.
Like, the fuck? What?
Dumb.
Okay. And they came out with a part 2, I think.
They bet not.
Or if they haven't, it's coming, I think. You know what I mean? I think it's coming. So, and I'm gonna say, not obviously you can't put all of these in the same category or whatever. Or everybody does their own thing. But as far as all the projects that I listened to this year, the one that I feel like just hit me, where I was like, this is just straight fire, Silk Sonic. You know what I mean? Like, just, for me, when I listen to new music, I'm kind of listening to how the production blends with the lyrics, blends with the vocals. You know what I mean? The topic and the subjects that they're covering and what have you. And then if I can just let it ride, without being like, hold on, I gotta really, really focus and make sure I can catch, and and I'm not even really an R&B dude like that, but Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, I fuck with both of them. They both do their thing respectively with the sounds that they do, with their projects, and them coming together just seem like, you know what I mean, just perfect synergy with it. So that to me is just the project of the year as far as what I've listened to and for what I would put in rotation. Everything else, I got to go back and kind of listen to some more, digest, see all right, okay, you know what I mean? But it was nothing that jumped out to me that kind of grabbed me like all the way through like that. That had me like singing them joints, you know, just randomly throughout the day. So, yeah. Where we at now with it?
All right. So let me see. I got, for music, of course, J. Cole, of course, Tyler, call me, forget Laws, Nas with 2 for 2 this year with King Disease 2 and then the Magic, Sky Zoo, All the Brilliant Things, Loot from Dreamville, Goldmouth, that was a good album. Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning. Mick Jenkins, Elephant in the Room. I think it's from New York. Navy Blue, he's a rapper. He had his album called Navy's Reprise. Common's A Beautiful Revolution Part 2. Lil Sims, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. D-Smoke, he dropped the album War of Wonders. And AZ, The Do or Die 2. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, for the R&B, Her, Back in My Mind, Silk Sonic. I'm a fan of this cat. I heard about him on Selection. He's from the UK. He's a producer, singer, Wonderful. Yeah, he's from the UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're married. Let's say Wonderful. Please Reconnect Controller. That was the name of the joint. Because all his albums is like video game titled. So also from, I think they're from the Netherlands or New Zealand. Children of Zeus.
Okay.
They dropped a joint. Givian, even though you said that his EPs, it's like pretty much a combination of the last EP that he had out last year. And it's also done Take Time. That was joint. Highest. Quixote. They dropped the album. Royce Rice, Overgrown.
Yeah, Joyce Rice.
Yeah, Joyce Rice. Sorry, Joyce Rice. I said Royce. Wow. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was like, Royce who?
Yeah, no, Joyce Rice. She's a singer. She's cutie. She's a cutie. Matt Martians from the internet. He dropped 2
That's the
EPs
bald head
out.
dude.
Yeah. He's the producer. Yeah, he Going Normal, and he did like a bonus EP, the same title. Shanae Harnett, who said Mac Aries, Magic 8 Ball. Yeah. This let me see, Snow Allegra, she dropped a joint, Temporary Highs in the Violent Skies. And we had another girl I'm a fan of from Selection. She's from the UK. Her name is Emma Vey. She had a joint called What's a Baby to a Diamond. This girl by the name of Rochelle Jordan, I was a fan of back in the day. She dropped this electronic house album called
That name rings a bell.
Yeah. And then James Blake, Friends That Break Your Heart. That was a good album. So yeah, that's my list. So yeah, so that was my people's. But yeah, nice job for this year. Hopefully Kendrick or Frank Ocean.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to that was the next thing I wanted to bring up. I wanted to get from you guys. Who would you like to see drop projects in 2022? Because like I know earlier this year I was like, yo, I got a feeling it's gonna be a TDE. They're gonna come back with a bunch of, but it didn't happen. I said Rashad SZA put out some joints. Zachary, he put out an EP. You know what I'm saying? I saw a video earlier this year that Schoolboy Q, he was on live, like just playing music that he had in the tuck, but none of it never really saw the light. So I'm thinking, man, yo, all of them dudes, a good portion of them dudes ain't put out albums in like 3-4 years. So you talking Soul, you talking Q, J-Rock, Kendrick, you know what I mean? That whole Black Hippie, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got them out here. You know, I know me personally, I want to see what damn, I forgot to add Tech Nine to my list because I did like that album, but I want to see what since Chris Calico got his own label, I want to, you know, see what his project will be on his new label, his own label called Earhouse. Stevie Stone, who was also part of Strange, he got his own label. I want to see what he does, what music comes out of there. You know, always looking forward to what the Griselda Cats is doing. I want to see what else comes out of that, out of the Dreamville camp. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Earth Gang, they're coming out.
Earth Gang, cool.
Yeah, they're coming out.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think Ari Lennox, I think her, like, you know, she dropped a song, but yeah, I think her album is coming next year too.
Yeah. And I don't know if she's probably not Dreamville, but I want to see what Baby Rose gonna come up with something this year.
She not, but yeah, but she did drop. No, she did.
Did she drop a holiday joint?
I don't know. She did drop, like, I don't want to say, I thought she did drop an album. I don't know. It could be one.
I thought she had dropped like a holiday EP. It was called like a holiday joint. And when I tried to pull it up and play it, I ain't even see it no more.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
I got her confused with somebody else.
It's crazy. I mean? She's such a cutie, but it's like, yo, it's like when you hear her sing,
her singing voice.
Her voice is like, it's like kind of like it's got like a Nina Simone type. I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, yo.
But I don't know, man. I'm have a feeling that I would not be surprised if Jay-Z drops something. Because it's been a minute since he dropped something.
I want to see about that Supreme Clientele 2 that's going to be produced by Mike and Kanye.
Yeah. And then
I'm scared about it. Just because of what he did with Nas.
Because of what he did with Nas?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different, yo. I don't think Ghost will go for that. Because Ghost is also, he's executive produced his stuff before. So I think he knows when to say something. And he's worked with Kanye before. So they could probably bounce ideas off on each other and go from there.
You think Ghost might be like, yo, nigga, I'm not with all this weird shit, man. Like,
Ghost will tell him,
get your ass in here. Let's make
Hey, I won't be surprised if he show up in the booth talking to Kanye with a robe and a hat, playing some Teddy B. Look here, nigga.
But you know, too, you know, it's a whole different energy, I think, working with probably working with Ghost than working with Nas, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And it's just I think, and I don't know, but I'm just thinking about it from with hip hop in mind. I think Kanye looks at Nas and Ghost too as like legends, influences, and I think Ye would look at Nas for different shit in hip hop than he would look for Ghost in hip hop. So Nas being so like chill and low key and not extra animated and all of that in public and anything.
So like he kind of just go with the flow, like whatever.
And Nas is just like, I want to make the music, I want to get my buzz, you know what I mean, trying to tell a story.
But shout out to like Hit Boy, because Hit Boy is just like Hit Boy. He is definitely, I mean, I've been a fan of his before, and when he when he did stuff for Audio Push and when he did Kendrick's Backseat Freestyle and all that stuff. So it was like,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I didn't know he did Niggas in Paris until like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that too. Yep, he did it. Yep, he
I
did
had
that.
no idea.
That was a big thing. That was a big thing.
And I didn't know that he did it, and I didn't know he got paid. Did not get paid for it.
That I didn't know. That's
I didn't know.
bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah,
He did not get paid for Niggas in Paris, and I'm like, I don't know what the story is behind that, but
ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah. Since you giving, Beans is just, well, I hope you paid Beans by now.
Hey, yo, it makes sense now that he worked with Nas. Jay. Okay, Jay. That's how it is. All right, yo. Fuck Jay.
What happened? I missed that whole.
No, Hit Boy worked with Nas. Man. That's why he worked with Nas, because he didn't get paid. Oh, okay.
Oh, and not only is he working with Nas, they put out 3 projects.
Yeah.
One album of the year.
And he even said on Magic, KD3 is on the way. Magic just to hold y'all over.
Right.
So they cooking. He found that fire. And I love it when cats like that find that itch again. That pocket. You know what I mean? Because I remember, rest in peace to Sean Price. You know what I mean? Like when he was with Helter Skelter, he was doing his thing. That second album came up, people wasn't feeling it, but they still showed up doing their thing, and then you didn't hear from them for a minute. Then he comes back out with Monkey Bars, teaming up with Knife in them, and then he just took off, man. He took and he was one of those cats in the indie scene that had a legit run. Like Sean Price had a run from even when he passed away, he was still putting out music. So you talking about 10 years. You talking 05 to 15. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing going with Rock Marciano right now, who, he was on Flip Mode for a minute. He was doing his thing with Flip Mode. Then he got to a group called the UN and was working with Pete Rock. Died down a bit, didn't hear from him as much. Then he came back out in 2010 with his solo joint, and with what he's done in the game for the past 10 years is dope. And if it wasn't for him and your Alchemists and guys like that, Griselda wouldn't be, they helped pave that lane for Griselda, for Crime Apple, and a bunch of other guys that had that same that same type of sound, So it's always dope to kind of see, stuff like that,
And yeah, I probably am trying to start. I was trying to start no crap. It's like, oh, it makes sense. Yeah, start united the beef.
No. No. Trying to think. Anybody else y'all want to see?
New projects for 2022. I would love to see a Kendrick and Cole collab album.
We all wanted that.
I don't see that happening now. Right? Yeah, I'm still holding on. It's like the Dre Detox album. You know what I mean?
It's like the Outkast.
But this one,
it's like everything. The Fugees. We can go on and on.
The Fugees. Right. Speaking of the Fugees, the tour.
The Fugees are back touring together. They've been touring.
They got postponed, did it?
Oh, okay. Probably did.
Got postponed or something. Yeah, I know they performed the first show in New York. But actually, I don't know. To be honest with you, I ain't hearing much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard shit kind of.
Actually, I want some new De La Soul.
Let's go.
Let's get this.
Let's go.
Yeah, remember that idea they said?
They just got they masters and all that back. Let's go. Come on, De La. We need y'all, man. Come on.
And whenever that songs in the key of Fife, the last
come on. We need that. Hey, Redman, stop bullshitting with that Muddy Waters too, sir.
Yes.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
Redman, what the fuck, man?
Exactly.
Redman, you know what?
I
I
mean?
want to see. Okay, so there's a couple things because we got music projects, and then we got other,
And then it's
film, TV joints that I
then
would
it's
like.
Cuba Links 3. I know Ray was talking about that too. Sorry.
So I threw the Kendrick and Cole out. Well, all the drug dealing going on TV between Snowfall, Power Book 2,
Power Book 2, Godfather of Harlem, BMF.
Godfather, Harlem, BMF. I need a Gibbs album, and I need a Pusha T album for 2022. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need it, and I need a whole verse on each of those albums too. Right. So that's that.
J Electronic. Come on, sir. I've heard him on some stuff recently.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it either. I'm just not gonna hold my breath for it because it took long.
I ain't gonna lie, I was satisfied with a written testimony. That was cool. It was a Jay-Z and Jay Electronica album.
That was a whole cheat and a whole cheat code. Having
that was
Jay-Z
Watch
the whole
that was
project,
Watch the Throne 2. You just replaced Kanye with Jay.
That was a whole cheat code.
Anyway, it's probably a Watch the Throne 2.
Yes. That's supposed to be a thing.
Jail tonight.
You know me, I'm an underground hip hop head, so I would love for Dilated Peoples to drop something. It's been a minute. I know Evidence put out a project this year that I completely forgot about.
I remember the joint. Kanye did a joint with them. This is before Kanye really took off, but they did the joint up.
I live my life.
Yes,
exactly. This way. So
I would love for him to go back and rock with a lot of them cats, like the Dilated Peoples, like Kweli, even though I don't know if him and Kweli is going to be seeing eye to eye after what he said on Drink Champs, but
Kweli put out a dope drum with Diamond D called Gotham. That was a dope project.
I didn't listen to it.
Okay.
That was a dope project.
Maybe I was pissed because I'm like, yo, what's up with that Black Star, fam?
Right. Black Star with Madlib. Yeah, we still need that. You know.
And then also too, speaking of Madlib, rest in peace, Doom. I did hear that Scarface and the Doom and Super Wet album with that Czarface, yeah. But they was I remember they interviewed Madlib after Doom died, and they was like, yeah, so what's up with the long lost Mad Villain 2? Yeah, so they was like, he was like, yeah, he got to talk to Doom's people. Yeah, to see if because they had it.
Yeah. He said that before. He was like, it was always done. It was on Doom.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like with the Doom Starks album. I so wanted it. That was supposed to be out back in like 2011, 2012, and it never came out. I don't know if they kind of just did their own thing or what. But
speaking of joint albums, what the hell happened to Q-Tip and Common, the Standard album? Remember that joint? You remember that it was news that Q-Tip and Common was going to have an album. This is like back in like 2009, 2010.
I don't want no Common stuff unless he coming with like that LA Leakers energy.
Damn, son.
Yeah, that
Common did you?
No,
Common's a legend, yo. Don't do that, yo. Don't do that,
man.
Yo, no, look. Like first, I'll say the same thing. I don't want another whole Hove, I think, is the GOAT, but I don't feel like another whole project. You know what I mean? I haven't been happy with an entire Jay-Z project in some time.
Man, 444 was a classic.
444 was good. Yeah, for real. That was better than Blueprint 3 and Magna Carta Holy Grail all in one.
Bullshit. Magna Carta Holy Grail was not worth that phone. I would have deleted that off my damn phone.
I agree with you.
I ain't like. I had some.
I don't.
What's them called?
That's what I'm
Hobie?
saying. That's what I'm saying. Going all the way back.
Justin Timberlake killed him on a hook.
That's what I'm saying. I
What's
have
them called
not
was
been
dope though.
happy with an entire whole
What was it?
project.
Picasso
He will
Baby.
have tracks on the joint. But the
Heaven
whole project
and,
is not something that you be like, oh, I'm replaying these.
what was that joint? Oceans,
including 444. I like
but
Somewhere in America.
yeah, Heaven. Have you ever been to heaven? And then, yeah, that beat was rocking though. The Ocean joint when he was like, yeah, the only crush for me now is Wallace.
I like Oceans. Picasso Baby, as you said.
Picasso Baby.
Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
And you're right. Off the strength of that Timberlake hook, you just let that first track rock. But it's not because of Hov's verse on Holy Grail. So
yeah, and the beat
depending on how I'm feeling, I'll rock with that Ross track that he got on there too. With Fuck With Me, You Know
I Got It. What? It's cool. That beat could have been better.
True, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and you know what? I don't know what we was talking about with y'all mentioned for cats like Nas and Hit Boy to still have that passion to come out with dope shit. And also with Nas being at a point in his life where, like, sure, everybody got things going on, but he's in a position now where when he makes an album, he can focus and he can make what he wants to make and not what the label is looking for or trying to make a certain joint that the label is going to want to use as a single and all that. He can just do what he want to do because at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be money involved in this, but it's his own shit now. Like, he's got his own label and his album is coming out on that. You know, he's working with Hit Boy, who he's got a good situation with, good relationship with. They rock well together. Boom, he can work with him on that. He's been in the industry long enough that he's got connections and relationships with other talented MCs or artists or whatever. So if he reach out, boom, Lauryn Hill want to join. Like, what? That surprised everybody. I don't know if Hov has that kind of situation yet where like he's able to just like, you know what, I'm gonna just make what I'm gonna just lock in and focus on music and make what I want to make. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think he can make what he wants to make, but I don't know if he has the freedom and time to just focus and lock in on creating another album.
If he was inspired, he would make a way if he was inspired. Like we just said, how long ago was that Jay Electronica joint?
Yeah.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? He's been featured on stuff. He did a joint for Khaled and stuff like that. So I mean, it would depend on how inspired he is to go back in the booth and do something. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, it kind of goes back to what you were saying about Nas. Like he had time to do this and do that and kind of live life. Sometimes that's your inspiration, is you living life and going through stuff in your life. Like how we say all the time, when a certain relationship goes awry with Adele or Mary J, or Summer Walker or whoever, people are like, oh, it's gonna be some heat. You know, because they want to hear the story about that situation. You know what I mean? So, you know, for Nas, for a good little while, you didn't hear from him because he was kind of living life and he was, you know, really being a businessman in a sense. The man invested in the Ring doorbell and taking off that. You know what I'm saying? So you had that time had that time from Life is Good up into maybe the Nasir album. That's about 4 or 5 years apart, where he had time to like, do some things, get his money up, because maybe that whole divorce, Khalees was probably eating off, you know what I'm saying? So he probably had to focus, get his money up, whatever, live his little life. And then once he felt like he was ready to do a project, because as soon as we heard, oh, him and Kanye, what? Oh, it's gonna be crazy, But then it came out and the outcome was the outcome. But it was like right after that, and then you had the Lost Tapes 2, and that's when a lot of talk of the production thing was, and you had the memes come out for that and all that, and it was just like he paid attention to that. This thing, Hit Boy, and then we got King's Disease, and boom, won the Grammy, got King's Disease 2, another banger, Magic banger, and he's working on KD3. So
you know what?
He's inspired.
Is this the first time we've seen anything on this level where an artist puts out two dope projects in the same year since DMX did it?
I was about to say, you don't remember DMX?
Someone after that.
No, but like I said, did I not say Griselda everything? Them niggas be dropping more.
Oh well, yeah, true.
Yeah, for real.
Niggas come out with a lot of shit.
You know what I mean? So
you're right. I don't know, but I don't know why. I don't look at it. I guess I look at it in a different light because Nas is. I think the way Nas does it, all his shit is like real polished about when it comes out. You know what I mean? Like he don't just do like a couple, like a track here or a track there or little EPs. When his shit comes, it's polished, it's packaged, it's put together, and it is how he wants it, unless Kanye gets a hold of it and does some different shit to it, Plus, he also comes from that. He comes from that era where, you put out tracks. You're not, you put out albums. You're not just putting out a little 6-pack here, little 6-pack there, drop a new CD here, there. He comes from that era. So that's why I was just looking at it in that light. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I do agree with you about a Freddie Gibbs joint. I feel like I haven't heard from Oh No since 2019 or maybe 2020 when he did the album with Madlib. Gangrene, Oh No and Alchemist, Step Brothers, Alchemist, and Evidence. Little Brother, come on, y'all.
Actually, no, I want all three. They gotta, what are the egos? I don't know. It pissed me off. Like, yo, for real, I was hoping that it'd be all three, but I don't know. That's another story. But as a fan of these brothers, the Roots, man, don't know their record label situation. I don't know if they owe Def Jam one more before they do something else. But I know a while back that the next album was going to be called Endgame. This is way before the Avengers and all that. That was the name of the album. And also too, I wouldn't mind.
That hurt my heart.
Was that? Oh yeah, Hub. Yes.
Hub. Yo, when I saw your post, I was like, he ain't even hit me up about that. You know I loved Hub. That was my nigga.
Yeah.
Loved
it was
Hub.
also messed up with the whole situation with the, he was suing the Roots, the manager and all that. That was crazy.
Oh, what?
Because money and also too because the reason he quit the group because he was battling cancer, and also too money, funds for the insurance too. Then it was like saying that not the manager Rich Nichols that passed. It was another manager of the Roots. He was threatening Hub, saying that he ain't gonna get the money, some crap like that. It was like, it's crazy. But yeah,
so does that mean Jaguar Wright was right about the Roots?
Say that
again.
Was Jaguar right about the Roots?
Good question.
I don't know, but
you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy.
Remember when? Because that was kind of crazy. I was like, how out the blue she's gonna come out the blue and say all this crazy stuff about Black Thought and Common and
Jill Scott.
This, that, and the third. Yeah, I was like maybe she desperate. Maybe she needs some money. Like,
she was going through it. But definitely Black Thought, Streams of Thought album.
Oh yeah. I did like those.
Yeah, so if you do another one, it'd be tight if you work with I know he worked with different producers, so it'd be cool with Run the Jewels. That'd be cool too. Yeah, that'd be
dope.
So we'll see.
Run the Jewels.
Man.
Did that joint drop earlier
Last
this year?
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
I wouldn't mind another season of the Netflix's joint that Killer Mike did.
That was interesting, right?
You know what I mean?
Cool.
I wouldn't mind
New Africa. Yo, he could have came up with some New Africa merch.
He could have. Oh.
He could have, bro.
Missed opportunity. He was gonna fuck with it too.
I'd have copped one. I'd have copped the New Africa shirt. You know what I mean?
So yeah, 2022. Since we talk about what we expect for music and all that, personally, I don't know, like just seriously, everybody's just frustrated, just tired of this whole pandemic.
Yeah. And
it's like, we got the Omicron variant is, wreaking havoc right now after the holidays and everything. So it's I don't know, still crazy out there, man. It's just like, we just don't know how long this is gonna be. But for real, just take care of y'all health, y'all mentals, your chicken. Shout out to Sean Lynch. He was serious though. He was serious. No, he was serious though. He was serious.
I know he's serious. It's still funny though.
Chicken as in,
I'm assuming he was talking about money.
Chicken?
No, I think he was talking about money. Your money. Yeah, your money.
When did we start calling money chicken?
I don't know, but I mean,
you don't remember when Cassidy versus
I know it was a thing for like drugs. It was chicken.
No. I feel like the first time I heard it referred to in that sense, when it consistently was Cassidy was battling somebody. And he was talking about, they call me, they we talked about it, they had the chicken right. Boom, boom, boom. And it was an interview he was doing.
Okay.
I was like, all right, Cass.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick to saying money, bread, coin,
bread, cheese.
Wow. Yeah,
your cheese, you know what I'm saying?
Gorilla.
Did y'all ever watch that dance parody film that the Wayans brothers did?
Yeah, dance flick. Yeah.
and Dag was a kind of, he was like, "Where's my bread, my cheese, my lettuce, and they handed him a whole sandwich. He was like, "I don't want no sandwich. I don't know what the fuck I mean. Where's my money?"
It's been a while since I've seen that, but that was hilarious.
Y'all know what we're talking about.
But all seriousness, hopefully peace and blessings, love, prosperity. Just for the 2022 and just
for the 99 and the 2000.
Let's keep it going.
We graduated in the 99 and the 2000s.
I know, right?
Give us some racket.
To piggyback off of what Brion just said, for someone that actually is in the 6th day of COVID, second time, please wear your masks, wear your gloves, wipe down everything. Make sure you have your hand sanitizer. All of that. If you don't have to always go out. You know, do what you think is best for you. If you're not comfortable with X amount of people being there or whatever, don't do it. Certain things ain't worth it. And just, stay prayed up, because you never know who has what, you know what I'm saying? And who's going through whatever. So if you feel like this is really affecting your mental health or some other things that's going on, get help. You know what I'm saying? You're not weak for it. You're not a punk for it. Everyone needs help. So, you know, and if you need some more information on this stuff with COVID and all that, man, Google is your best friend. The CDC will help you with that stuff. Don't always go by what other people are saying. Go to the main source. You know what I'm saying? You know, go to your Googles, you know, do your Googles, you know, things of that nature. You know, and just try to duck and dodge this mess as much as you can, man. You know. And I just hope everybody just have a dope 2022.
Or shizzle. And I said at the beginning of this pandemic, I didn't think shit was going to get back right till 2022.
Hopefully it be that way.
I'm hoping that, exactly. I'm hoping that it will be that way. You know, I'm just hoping that it'll still be that way. It's a lot more people getting COVID now that like I actually know and talk to, like testing positive for COVID. My mom's tested positive for COVID. Brother, No. I'm not saying my mom was saying.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, though. Shout out to them.
You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to them.
It's like, I know, it's how you said it.
I'm gonna have to let her know. I'll be like, I said my mom tested positive.
I know, right?
Oh, yo, did your brother get married yet? Or is that...
No. So that's in about 2 weeks, little over 2 weeks. MLK,
Texas?
MLK weekend, Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
You know, the bachelor party's in limbo. It wasn't really because of COVID, but now COVID is creeping in, and it's like, I don't know, dog. Like, he was gonna go out and have a couple drinks and call it a night. Man.
It ain't the same if she's shaking her ass from social distancing, shaking her ass 6 feet away.
It ain't the same if we both got masks on.
What?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh, speaking of strip the strippers, 2022, when it gets back to normal. I ain't forgot about you niggas. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that.
It ain't plural. It's only singular. He's been.
Yeah, I've been for. I've been there. I was there a hot minute, but still.
Wait, I didn't know this. I thought.
No, we can talk about this off air. It's just like
off wax. Okay.
Yeah. But quick, I want to say rest in peace to my uncle James Edward Bazemore Jr. He passed away from COVID Christmas morning.
Damn.
So I haven't seen him. Last time I saw him, I was either finishing up 8th grade or starting 9th grade. Yeah, it's been a minute, but Rest in peace to the condolences to the Bazemore's family. I want to say shout out to congrats really to our friend Lance Duvall. He's going to be a daddy.
Really?
I gotta hit him up. Awesome.
Yeah, they made the post on today on Facebook. Him and his wife have a baby.
That's what's up. Yay, Lance.
Yeah. So
Lance and Alana?
Yeah, Alana. Yeah.
Alana.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lance and Alana. Word. I gotta hit him up.
Yeah, it's been, I want to say, has it been 10 years since they've been married?
Ain't no 10.
10. No, hell no.
Bullshit. That's 6, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry. It just felt so long.
I didn't know it had been that long. I was gonna say like 5-ish, something like that.
No, you're right. You're right. Because you're right. Because he met her. No, you're right. Because he met her. Because when we did Bittersweet and he this one he was about to break up with the other girl, and then he went with Alana like a couple months like later in 2012, and then and then they got married. I want to say 2000.
This is recorded. Okay.
What? Oh, sorry.
When his business out there.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. But it makes me wonder, like, how did this relationship really happen?
No, it was all good. It wasn't like a
You saying Lance was out here sticking and moving?
No, whatever. I ain't say that. No, I'm just whatever.
Lance was out here.
No. There you go. Try to start some crap. Congrats, Lance. For real. You know. Whatever.
But I'm proud of you, B, for finally shouting these people out.
I have done it for the past few episodes.
Okay.
A couple shout outs. Let me throw a couple shout outs after the shout outs. Shout out to shout out to Katina, sister-in-law. On a happy belated birthday. This is a December 30th baby. Shout out to our realtor who as of a year ago today became homeowners, and he hooked it up. It's been good. We've maintained this shit through a year. It hasn't got foreclosed. The state, the county hasn't come and been like, oh, y'all niggas gotta go. And shout out to the homie who you met, April, down in the A, who hadn't really talked to in a minute at length, but chopping it up for a minute today, catching up.
That's the one we stayed at her crib for A3C?
No, that's
No, it's another person.
Look, B, answer real quick. No, I remember her very well.
That's Erica. Her name's Erica. Hi, Erica.
Hey, you know she's married.
You know she's married now.
Shout out to her and the beautiful family and everything. And my birthday buddy, her daughter, who's out getting buckets. 8th grade, playing varsity high school basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been that long too. Yeah, it has been that long.
Getting out here, getting to it, and prosperity and health in 2022.
Yeah.
Real quick, happy birthday shout out. Today is her birthday. It's New Year's Eve doing this. Happy birthday to my little sister Jewel. You know what I'm saying?
Up in Jewel.
Holding it down for the 36 chambers. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you. Shout out to the rest of the fam. There's also like my family. You know what I mean?
And one last, I was gonna say one more I got. Shout out to the homie Josh and his wife Brandy on their 4th wedding anniversary. Survived the Trump administration, so hopefully it's all smooth sailing from there. And Yeah.
Also, I just want to say shout out to us. Everything's blurred. It's been over a year, even though this episode's 50. But we've been holding it down since this pandemic with episodes. We had a couple of lost episodes that y'all did. It's like
the lost tapes.
Yeah, lost tapes. That you like,
we got demos and we got lost tapes. We out here working.
And Brian like, yo, Brian, we can't be doing like, yo, y'all come back, you know.
Hey, man, shout out to us. Shout out to y'all, man, for
shout outs to all
doing it, you know what I mean?
20 what we got, 28, 29 subscribers? How many we got?
Shout out to every last. Matter of fact, let's go on and shout out each and every one.
Word, yeah, name, each name, right. You know what I'm saying? Blake, AA Ron, all y'all. Shout out all y'all niggas.
Thank y'all.
You know, thanks for the 0 to 5 views. You know, we love it.
We love y'all.
And
yo, let me ask y'all this actually too. This is something that I was thinking about when we were talking about it. Nobody said Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
so did y'all didn't rock with the whole joint?
I forgot to add it to my list, but I did like Cowboy Bebop. You know, even though it got canceled, I liked it for what it was. I know some other people had issues and all this other stuff, but you know, it was cool with me.
I was mixed. It was some stuff I enjoyed, some stuff I didn't like. But as far as like overall, I thought it was like very entertaining, and I liked the visuals. But it was like, and I thought, you know, the cast was like surprisingly great. So it was like, yeah. But I really did like, I was, you know, I had a feeling that it was going to get canceled, but I was like curious to see if they did like do another season, were they going to definitely improve. But yeah. So I'm just to watch my anime. But but yeah, this episode 50, David Robinson, Curtis Jackson, Andrew Jackson. I'll let y'all.
Oh wait, no, that's the $20 bill, right?
So 50 is who?
50 is
Jackson's, right? Was that the grants?
50 is grants, I think. Yes, 50 is grants.
Okay.
Trying to get them grants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal.
Excuse me, the Curtis Jackson, David Robinson. You know what I'm saying? 2 quarters. But all right, y'all. Peace out. Happy New Year. God bless.
Pop some vibranium boots.
Vibranium Uggs.
All right, man. Peace out, y'all. Everybody be safe.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
If you're going out to do something, try to stay COVID free. Don't drink and drive. Get home safe.
All that.
See y'all in 2022.